Hello, it's me, and you're watching this channel. And today we are going to meet a mathematician and astronomer who lived in Central Asia in the 9th century. His name was Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, but he is better known by his Latinized name Al-Khwarizmi. Khwarizmi was born around the year 780 and died in 850, so he lived during the Islamic Golden Age when science and mathematics flourished across the Muslim world. In this video, I will tell you what Al-Khwarizmi contributed to science. I will show you some of his ideas and explain why he is so important for the history of mathematics. But before we begin, I have a favor to ask you. Many of you watch the videos on this channel regularly and never leave a comment. Please consider writing something. Even if you only have one super short comment like interesting, it really helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's begin. Al-Khwarizmi was born in the Central Asian region of Khwarazm, which gave him his name. The exact location of his birthplace is unknown. It might have been the city of Urgench in Uzbekistan or Khiva in Turkmenistan. In Arabic sources, Khwarazm is described as a small village, but it seems that in reality it was a relatively big city with a famous school. Today there is no trace left of it since it was destroyed by earthquakes and over time it turned into a desert. At the age of 25, Al-Khwarizmi went to Baghdad, where he studied at the House of Wisdom. This was an intellectual center established by Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid, who wanted to gather scholars from all over the world there. Later, his son Al-Mamun ibn Harun continued his father's work and appointed Al-Khwarizmi as the head of the Astronomical Observatory in 813. At this position, he made significant improvements to astronomical instruments and also published his first book, The Image of the Celestial Spheres. After working in Baghdad for about 15 years, Al-Khwarizmi went back to Khwarazm and taught at the local school. However, the exact details of his life are unknown. In 833, he traveled to the Moroccan city of Fez to teach at a prestigious academy there. He spent the last years of his life here and died in 850. During his lifetime, Al-Khwarizmi published 3 influential books that had a huge impact on science. The first one was Kitab al-Suhuf, which is usually translated as The Image of the Celestial Spheres. It was written in Arabic and published in 813 while Al-Khwarizmi worked in Baghdad. In this book, he describes the motion of the planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn, as well as the Sun and the Moon. He also improved Ptolemy's model of the universe and determined the circumference of the Earth. Al-Khwarizmi based his calculations on the works of Greek and Indian astronomers. He was also the first to use Hindu-Arabic numerals and arithmetic rules in an astronomical context. This made it much easier to perform complex calculations because these numbers were much more convenient than the Roman numerals used by Europeans at that time. For example, to write the number 1000, you need only one V instead of the cumbersome Roman numeral combination, MMM. Another advantage of the Hindu-Arabic system is that it is positional. This means that the place of a digit in a number tells you what it represents. For example, the number 123 means that you have 1 100, 2 tens, and 3 units. In the Roman system, there is no such rule. So to understand the value of the digits, you must memorize the values of all Roman numerals. The Hindu-Arabic numerals are now used all over the world, and many people don't know that we have algorithms to thank for that. In 820, Al-Khwarizmi wrote a book called Kitab al-Jabr wa al-Muqabala. That's too complicated to pronounce, so just call it the Compendium Book. In this book, he discussed various problems of practical mathematics, such as dividing an estate among heirs. To solve such problems, he used equations, and he also explained how to solve linear and quadratic equations with one unknown. Al-Khwarizmi provided both theoretical proof and practical methods to find solutions. This book was translated into Latin in the 12th century and became very popular in Europe. It introduced European mathematicians to algebraic methods, and they started using algebra to solve various problems. Before this, they didn't have such powerful tool available, and that's why Al-Khwarizmi is considered the founder of algebra. The word algorithm in English comes from the Latin translation of the author's name, Al-Khwarizmi. and we use this word to describe any step-by-step procedure for solving a problem or accomplishing some task. This is why Al-Khwarizmi's name stayed in the history of science. But he didn't stop here. In the same book, Al-Khwarizmi also talked about regular polygons and their construction, number theory, and even continued fractions. This work had a great impact on the development of mathematics and laid the foundation for further research by Arab and European mathematicians. After writing those two books, Al-Khwarizmi realized that European and Arab scholars still don't know the correct values of pi and the circumference of the circle. So in 833, he published his third book, Kitab al-Mustasfar fi Hisab al-Aruk. Its English translation is known as the Compendium Book on Calculation by Completion. In this book, Al-Khwarizmi collected all previous results concerning the area and volume of various geometrical figures. Then he proceeded to calculate the perimeter and surface of a circle. First, he considered a regular inscribed polygon, and then gradually increased the number of its sides until it became a circle. Using this method, he found that the ratio between the circumference of a circle and its diameter is approximately 3.141659. This is extremely accurate since the currently accepted value is 3.14159. To achieve such accuracy, Al-Khwarizmi calculated the areas of 16 inscribed and circumscribed polygons and used 48, 96, and 192 triangles. We can say that Al-Khwarizmi calculated pi to 7 decimal places. One should keep in mind that all of Al-Khwarizmi's books were written in Arabic and only later translated into Latin. When European scholars read about Al-Khwarizmi's calculations, they thought that he derived the formula for calculating pi from scratch. So they credited unknown Greek mathematician Algorithmos for this discovery and only occasionally mentioned the actual author. In fact, Al-Khwarizmi didn't discover anything new, but merely compiled and improved previous results. However, it is possible that he knew the accurate value of pi without making these lengthy calculations. Since the number pi appears in the Quran, some Muslims believe that it was revealed to Prophet Muhammad. But unfortunately, this claim is not supported by historical evidence. It is hard to overestimate Al-Khwarizmi's contribution to the development of mathematics and science. He founded algebra, calculated the circumference and area of a circle, developed algorithms, and introduced Hindu-Arabic numerals to astronomy. All these discoveries significantly advanced science and helped to lay the foundation for further research. Without Al-Khwarizmi's work, it would be impossible to imagine modern mathematics and computer science. Now, to make sure that you understood the material, answer the following questions. What is the name of Al-Khwarizmi's most important book? What other sciences was Al-Khwarizmi involved in apart from mathematics? Name one thing that we owe to this scientist. Write your answers in the comments below. Also, check out the video showing similar scientists and their contributions to science. You will find it linked here and on the screen. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any new videos. If you love science and math, check out the educational channel. There you will find many interesting and entertaining science videos. Thank you. Bye.